Cici sasita per sokona kumatsura minani masohi panita ta sokovita kutana natsamanika Satotsia kutabuni toina Oson peknana mitana Marata wena Oson peknana mitana Marata wena.
The way a language is preserved has nothing to do with linguists coming in and taking deliberate steps to save the language. Parents teach their children, those children grow up and teach their children, and it's sort of like a chain through the generations that goes unbroken. Each parent teaches their children and so on. What's happened today, and the reason why only the grandparents and the great-grandparents even speak Comanche anymore, is because of very good historical reasons, very bad historical reasons really, in that had to do with US governmental decisions, basically just not valuing the Comanche language and wanting to get Indians all over the country to be as acclimated and sort of homogenized into Anglo-Euro-American culture as possible. And you can speak to any number of older people these days who will tell you that they were punished when they went to school for speaking their own language.
Napeta. Naroko. Nahutsi. Stoko.
So I decided to take these classes because my goal is to learn Comanche fluently, so someday I could teach it my children. And I teach them stuff I know here and there right now, so maybe they could have an advantage that I didn't have when I was growing up. I try to bring together my artwork and language in one. I see my language passing away with the old folks, my culture. I try to mesh the two. A lot of the imagery that I use in my artwork, a lot of it's transparent images, cryptic images, and I try to use them in such a way to show that they're fading.
Tortilla. Can you say tortilla?
Preservation Committee is fighting so desperately to maintain the language, not only maintain the language, but revitalize it where every Comanche is speaking Comanche.
To me, the identity concept is that we need to keep our language intact. And so with the pool of speakers that we got now, then that's what I'm hoping we can do is salvage the spoken language without trying to bring it back from the grave, I guess. It's going to take a commitment from the whole tribe, from the youngest to the oldest, to save this language. And the things that I'm doing aren't going to save it, but you know, without this commitment from the whole tribe.
Well, I tell you, they didn't teach us. They put us in a boarding school. If they catch you talking Indian, they get soap and put it in your mouth. They didn't put us through any kind of schooling on learning English either. You just have to learn it outside, your own self.
It's really hard to overestimate the urgency of taking steps right now to save the Comanche language, because with one or two exceptions, the only truly fluent speakers left are in their 60s and up. This means that the future of the language is just as long as the lives of those people. So within a few decades, there will be no more Comanche forever. It's fine to have saved it on videotape or audio tape or have written it down, but it will never again be able to exist as a living language because it will not have been passed on.
For too many years, there has not been an intergenerational transmission of the language, and we're trying to resolve that many ways, but the most important way will be with the preschool immersion program.